Before humanity drew lines on a map to establish borders, the East African Rift Valley hosted our original state. There were no societal categories here. This diagram illustrates mitochondrial DNA, a specific code passed strictly from a mother to her children. It remains intact across generations, moving forward without mixing and without requiring permission from human institutions. Following that continuous thread reveals a documented scientific reality. Every human being alive today traces their maternal lineage back to one specific woman in Africa, the biological anchor point known as Mitochondrial Eve. Humanity's baseline state is one of continuity. Connection isn't a theory, it's a documented biological record. Later, humanity constructed systems to categorize populations based on visual perception. We built the concept of race to dictate where people could move and what opportunities they could access. The one-drop rule was a specific application of this logic. It stated that a single trace of Black ancestry was enough to legally redefine a person's identity and restrict their physical movement. There is a trick people play with money. Hands exchange. One person walks away believing they gained something, but when you track every dollar, you discover the gain was never real. The same mechanism existed within racial ideology. If one drop defines belonging, and all humans share a common origin, what exactly was being separated? Nothing. The racial hierarchy operated as a fabricated illusion. It drew heavy boundaries over a biological foundation that never actually fractured. In 1951, inside Johns Hopkins Hospital, modern medicine regularly treated human biology as a resource to be extracted and documented. Doctors took a tissue sample from Henrietta Lacks without her consent. They placed the cells in a lab, expecting them to behave like previous human samples and expire. Instead, these cells, labeled HeLa, vigorously continued to divide and multiply. They ignored the expected rules of mortality outside the human body. This microscopic view highlights the green structures and red nuclei of the HeLa cells. They adapted to survive the extraction, demonstrating unprecedented cellular persistence. Human life carries an inherent biological endurance. We possess a code designed to persist. During the early space race, scientists needed to know if biology could survive off the planet. NASA sent raw biological cells into the cosmos. Space is an environment that strips away terrestrial advantages. It offers radiation, zero gravity, and a vacuum that breaks most forms of life. Researchers exposed HeLa cells to this environment to measure the speed of biological collapse when removed from Earth. The cells did not collapse. HeLa adapted to zero gravity and continued to divide, proving human tissue could be sustained in the cosmos. Our journey beyond the atmosphere relied on this biological threshold. Humanity did not conquer space through strength alone. It relied on biological resilience it did not fully understand. Survival is not engineered from nothing. It is built from what already endures. Humanity's current push for deep space travel focuses on Mars, an environment that offers nothing to support human life. Establishing an outpost there requires precise biological sustainability. This schematic illustrates a futuristic bioreactor. At its center is a living cellular core designed to sustain a surrounding habitat. These systems run on the principles of cellular adaptability first observed in HeLa cells. Our technological expansion is tethered to our biological past. Surviving deep space relies on the enduring traits already embedded within our cells. We are not inventing new ways to exist. We are utilizing the systems that already endure. By the year 2100, the educational focus moves from the lines on maps to the shared origins in the body. When a global society views itself through the lens of genetic continuity, the artificial categories used to separate us for centuries lose their functional purpose. That understanding rests on two irrefutable pillars: the shared maternal origin, proven by Mitochondrial Eve, and the universal cellular endurance, proven by Henrietta Lacks. While we spent eras building systems to divide ourselves, our biology remained continuous. Our true legacy was never our borders, but our unbroken, immortal seed.